The most this content strategy has ever made me in a month is $180,000 cash collected. Now I've made a few changes and we're now going for $250,000 a month content strategy, which you can copy and plug into your business. Now 3 years ago, I had never made a YouTube video. I'd not started any personal brand. And I decided to save my money from my sales job and go all in on being an online creator. And over the last 3 years, I've learned a hell of a lot. In my first year on YouTube, we hit 100,000 subscribers. So there was certainly something we were doing right, but we didn't quite know what it was. But over the last 3 years, we put it into a strategy. And we now have a playbook that we can teach others on how to have the same success in YouTube, in online business, and in Instagram. And today, I want to take you through this. So let's begin with the brand purpose, the Jack Hopkins brand purpose. This is arguably the most important part of your content plan, of your content schedule, because you need to know why you're making content. What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to inspire in the world? And if you come far away from this, your channel won't work. If you don't know what the brand purpose is, your channel won't work. Now, when I started out, I didn't know what Jack Hopkins brand purpose was, but I knew three things. I asked myself the question, Jack, if you had all the money in the world, what would you spend your time doing? If you had $100 million, you'd done the vacations, you bought the fancy cars, you got all the stuff, you bought the bottles at the club, you had everything, but you still had to work 4 hours a day, what would you decide to do? And I came up with three answers. Number one, if I had to choose a place to live, be somewhere with good weather, hot, sunny, with a beach, that's where I'd like to live. So I knew that part of my plan. What would I do each day? I love films. I love movies. I love content creation. I always have since I was at school. When I went to university and dropped out, I was studying a film course. It was just too much writing for me, not enough practical. So I knew I wanted to create content. It was one of my passions. Oh, there goes my pen. Number three was I wanted to inspire other people and I wanted to train hard. I would still go to the gym every day. I wanted to train hard and I knew I had this sort of drive to become a masculine man and inspire others to do the same. So that's what sent me out on my journey to Thailand. And that's what the brand purpose became of my channel. So if you're at a place right now where you want to create this for your business or you want to create this and you've never done it before, you ask yourself that question. Find out, what would I do if I had all the money in the world? Because you'll be able to do that longer and harder than everybody else. Now, finding my brand purpose took me a while. It took a lot of testing. And that started with stories, actually Instagram stories. When you haven't done content before, you're just starting out, you really have to leverage stories because they're low investment means of creating content. You can do 5 stories a day. You're forced to create content, forced to speak on camera. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's very easy. It's deleted after 24 hours. So I just started with stories. I just planned out this journey. Okay, I'm going to go to Thailand. Let's start posting about it every day on stories. And if I force myself to do 5 stories, what do I post? And I found, okay, I post a lot of fitness content. I post a lot of me talking about my ideas around masculinity. And it's through this process of creation that you start to come up with the brand purpose. This is designed over time. From the first question and then from your creation, you start to get clarity on this idea. So don't worry right now if you can't figure all of this out. It's really important that you start creating, and we're going to go into the exact breakdown of how you create and how often you should be posting across platforms. But my current brand purpose, after 3 years of refining and testing new things, is masculine education, adventure, and freedom lifestyle. And when you get these 3 things, you've now got unlimited content. This is the niche. Mine's like a macro niche. I'm not showing you how to build Lego. I'm not showing you my favorite things about fishing. Mine is a broader niche, but it has one sole purpose, and that's masculine education and inspiration. That's for somebody to be able to drop onto my channel, become inspired to change their life for the better, become a stronger man, and get genuinely good advice for becoming successful in the modern age where you can't really find too much of this information. That's what I'm passionate about. So I'll break these down. You can write these out for your business, for your personal brand, and you can break them down. So I've got masculine education. Now this breaks down into life setup. Like we did yesterday on the Raw channel. We showed our house setup, our new house tour. how we're setting up our life for success as men. Fighting, why every man should engage in combat, what that does for somebody, the brotherhood it builds. Women, testosterone, business, brotherhood. All of those in masculine education can be broken down to subtopics, and you've got unlimited content. You can do the same. Then we come on to adventure. This is a very important point to mention. And it's why I moved away from just doing sit-down PowerPoint videos, teaching a certain topic, because people need to see the proof. They need to see that you're living this lifestyle. They need to see you document your journey. They need to see you go from one type of person to another type of person using your system, using your ideas about life, using the thing you then teach others to make your life better. They need to see that. So that for us is inspiration-based. We want adventure because it gives people inspiration. I go and climb Mount Kilimanjaro, I have a boxing match. People get inspired by that and want to change their lives. So it fits in with the brand. If you look back in my channel, the one you're on right now, main channel, we did a whole series, spent, I don't even want to know how many tens of thousands of dollars, but we did a whole series of Route 66 in America. Route 66 in America ended up being really just a vacation. And it was incredibly funny. And it was great entertainment. But it missed out on a crucial part of our channel that we didn't realize from the strategy that we've learned this year, is that people watch my channel because they want to be inspired, they want to be educated. They don't necessarily want to just be entertained. They want to sit down on a Jack Hopkins video when we analyze this and we speak to our viewers, and they want to feel like they've learned something or feel like they want to change their lives. So now our focus is educational vlogs. My most watched video is how brutal is Muay Thai in Thailand. It's combat-based, it's educational-based, it's showing people something they might want to go and do, and it provides a shit ton of entertainment and an interesting concept. So now our next video, after the America series, we're like, Route 66, it didn't have any education. Then we went into the most dangerous neighborhoods in Medellin, Colombia, and filmed a series with the police so we can show people how dangerous is Medellin, Colombia, because a lot of people in our sort of world of online business want to go to Medellin, they want to live there as expats. That provides a very good video that fits into this adventure category and also allows us, very important thing for me, I don't want to sit behind a laptop every day making PowerPoints. My life is too interesting for that. So I want to show people the actual shit they want to see. I want to show people me becoming the person I want to be, living my dream life, doing things that I'm proud of, becoming a stronger person, and showing them me doing that. Personal challenge, documenting the journey and life experience. Because this makes this way more effective. If you don't have the adventure side, if you don't have the vlogs, if you don't have any personal development, why should people listen to you? That's something you've got to ask yourself. Why would someone sit down and watch a 30-minute video of Jack Hopkins doing a PowerPoint on how to become a better man if he has not shown us he's become a better man using the same system? A lot of people miss this part. Keep that in mind. You need to show them. And then the other aspect is freedom lifestyle. What does learning this, living like this, and living through challenge and adventure end up with? And that's a freedom lifestyle where I live with my best friends. We work together. We make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, making videos we love, teaching things we're passionate about, living in an amazing house, driving fast cars, dating beautiful women, having an amazing brotherhood and network inside the new elite. Our life is incredible. We get to travel 4 months out of the year to luxury destinations or adventure across the world. That's what we want to show. Sacrifice, discipline, become this person, and you get this. And all of this works together. All of this concept, I'm going to break it down. How do we show this to people? And why is that important? That relates to this 7 hours of watch time equals purchase. There's a study done, I don't know how correct or factual this is, but on average, 7 hours of watch time equaled a purchase or an end result that you wanted inside your business. Our businesses teach this system in Icon Blueprint. We teach people how to build a business and a lifestyle that I've built. Or we have our private network, the New Elite, where you get more one-to-one mentorship with me. We teach you how to build the life. Once you've got some money, how do you build a life that actually inspires you every day? How do you get around people that are going to push you to the next level? And that's what we've brought together. So for us, we want, and for you inside your business, you want somebody to watch you for 7 hours, learn something from you, believe in you, see your growth, and understand your system. because you then want them to go down underneath and see, how can I get closer to this guy? I love what he's doing in the world. How can I learn from him? How can I get him to comment on my business and give me a breakdown of how I should do things? All of these questions you want people to ask, and then go down into the funnel and book a sales call. You want them to ask that after watching 7 hours. So the best way to do this is obviously YouTube. It's a long form content channel. A lot of people right now are leaving huge amounts of money on the table in the online business space because they only do Instagram, they only run ads through Instagram, and they do reels. The problem is you have to watch a hell of a lot of reels to get your 7 hours of watch time. And you're very limited on the value you can provide in Instagram. It's a different platform entirely to YouTube. The way I think about Instagram is entirely different to the way I think about YouTube. And I'm going to explain the very clear differences in the strategy and what you should do with these two different social media platforms. So YouTube, nothing changed for me in my life, really, until I got a following on YouTube. That's where you build in the brand purpose. That's where you can really put across what you believe in as a business owner, what you believe in, what is your cult, which is what you're creating on YouTube, what is your thoughts about the world, and how do you express them to other people. So before YouTube, I would struggle to gain clients. I was running an online coaching fitness business. I would struggle to gain clients. But after YouTube, people just wanted to give me money. People wanted to get closer to me, and they pay me far more money than I ever thought was imaginable. And so our YouTube strategy is pretty unique. We've got 3 separate channels. Any of the big creators, a lot of them now are breaking down their channels into business, vlogs, podcast, main channel. The reason why that we found out is because your main channel, when you build up your subscribers, they're watching you for a certain reason. So maybe you gain 10,000 subscribers from a video where you educated somebody on a business topic. Maybe some of you will follow me after this. And you now know me, or you liked a video of me where I taught this content. Now, if on my main channel, I then make a video next week of me fishing for lake bed crabs at the bottom of the Alaskan lake, then you're most likely not tailored to watch that video. However, if I create a second channel, Jack Hopkins Vlogs, where people go and follow because they like the vlog content, they like seeing me out there doing things, you're more likely to watch that video. So over time, you build a subscriber base, and you want to keep your subscriber base, you want to keep feeding them what they want to see, or the changes in your education. So that's why we have our main channel is for education with entertainment, never entertainment on its own. Entertainment is not what you guys come to this channel to watch. You come here for education. If I can make it entertaining, if I can keep you gripped, if I can make you laugh whilst teaching you something, it's twice as good. If I can inspire you on top of that, it's 3 times as good, and the video will do really well. That's what you want to remember. So main channel for us now is 1 time per week. And we base it around our genres from our brand purpose, masculine education, self-improvement. And we also make this our most worked on video of the week. So we want creative storytelling. I love cinematics. They would go on this channel as long as it's in an educational concept. High production value. We're sitting down and we're making the video title and thumbnail first. We're not just winging it on these. We'll sit down, find a proven concept, thumbnail and title online, find something that's popping off, recreate it in our own way. The top of our funnel, the main channel, educate as many people as possible. Become the person that's known in this space for educating young men on how to become better and change their lives. That's the main focus of the main channel. Now, there's 4 essential videos for client conversion. That's why this is a 250,000 content strategy rather than what we've currently done, because these 4 videos are new to us. We've done some of them, but we learned this from a guy called Lyndon, who's part of the New Elite, our brotherhood. He spoke at our last mastermind. These are videos that will allow somebody to get to know you, understand your product, and get to the point where they want to make a purchase with you within your business. So these are 4 videos that we'll be adding into our main channel. And when we make a video and we talk about something, we'll link it back to one of these videos, keep people on the channel. So number 1 is a free course. You can break down over 2-3 hours a free course for people where you provide non-stop value. So whenever I talk about in a video like this, maybe I talk about testosterone, maybe I talk about women, maybe I talk about using Instagram, I can say, if you guys want to go further, go and watch this 3-hour video a free course where you can learn everything I know about this. What this is doing is taking you from this video, maybe 30 minutes long, I don't know how long right now, and putting you on a 3-hour video to get this, 7 hours of watch time. So you can go through and see, wow, Jack's a good coach. Jack knows a lot. Jack's helped other people. And you become more certain that maybe this is the thing for you. Maybe I can help you get to the next level in your life. And that's what you need to think about in your business, your personal brand. Is somebody seeing you as the authority? Are they seeing you being able to help their life before they make a purchase? The next one you want is a testimonial, like a mega testimonial video. Maybe where you interview a current client, you put a load of client testimonials together, and you make a great testimonial video where you can say in a video, by the way, guys, if you want to see how I helped Darren triple his business, go and check out this testimonial vid. And they're getting all the certainty they need from that vid. Then you've got your story. Some of you might have never seen my face before. If you have not seen my face before and you know nothing about me and my story, go on my channel and find Jack Hopkins, My Story, my full story video, and you can find out everything you need to know about me and how I became the man I am today. Now, what that's going to do, some of you may go and now watch that video. It is already on my channel. You're now going to get brought into my story. You're going to understand me. You're going to understand what I'm doing in this world. You're going to understand my focuses. You're going to get to know me. You're going to get to know my personality, and you're going to see if you align with me. It's very important that all of this content is purely me, my views on the world, so you can decide whether you align with me or whether you don't align with me. Because if you don't align with me, you don't like what I say, you don't like my opinions, I don't want to fake to you and pretend that I think a different way than I do. I want you to go and watch someone else's videos. I only want people here that align with me. Why? Because people that align with me will go through this funnel, come down, and they'll want to get closer to me, they'll want to get to know me, they'll want help from me directly on their business because we align. So inside your business, you want to make sure that you are having your own viewpoints, your opinions. Don't try and please everybody. That's another video you need. Your testimonials, your story, your free course, and then a VSL. An undercover VSL, one of the best ones on the YouTube space, I believe, is Gregor Gallagher's Kino Body, Bruce Wayne-esque 2 or 3 minute VSL for his training programs, which I remember watching and buying back in the day, where he essentially makes himself Bruce Wayne for the day and ties it all to his fitness programs. You want one of these to just be picking up views, nice, cinematic. People can go and watch it and think, wow, that's the lifestyle that I want. I can get it through getting in shape like Gregor Gallagher. Or I can get it through getting a brotherhood. I can get it through learning social media. So there are your four key videos we will be adding. We've got some of them, but haven't got them all to hit the 250K months. Now, my videos go out 1 time per week on a Sunday. That's when I like to drop them. Everyone's in on a Sunday, middle of the day around the world, good time zones. We normally post in the evening Dubai. We catch the UK time zone in the morning in the US. And people can sit down and watch a Jack Hopkins, well-made main channel video where they're going to learn something, be inspired or educated. So then we move on to the Raw channel. Now with this channel, the main one, people know exactly what they're getting. The Raw channel is low production, idea testing. It's a nurture channel for the true fans. So what you do here is quite different to what you do in the Raw. The Raw channel for us became a place where we don't have to think about perfectionism. We don't have to plan a thumbnail and title. I can get out the camera and I can just talk about an idea, or I can show someone around my house, or I can make a vlog that's a little bit off my normal vlog schedule. And I don't have to worry about it. That's what it's for. All the viewers that are on there for raw content. So they're going to watch those raw videos. They're going to watch me sit down without much editing, break down concepts like I just did, how to become him. 35-minute video on the Raw channel, 1 out of 10 on our Raw channel, which is like the best on YouTube for your last 10 videos, of me sitting down for 35 minutes talking about how to become him, how to become the best man you can be right now, without any editing. Me just chopping it up, sitting there. 2 of these per week. We could do more, but right now we're looking for consistency. We don't want to burn ourselves out. I've done this many times. You really want to keep your momentum in the content game. So I don't go and do 5 videos on the Raw channel, which I could do, but it's just more brain space. We're doing 4 videos a week now. Nail your 4 videos, do it for a month, then add a 5th, if you can, or maybe 4's enough. So that's what we're currently doing. 2 of those a week, low production, idea testing. They're a nurture channel for true fans. and PowerPoint breakdowns, which I don't particularly like to do on the main channel. Then we've got a podcast. Podcasts are incredible for that 7 hours of watch time or listen time. It's a very different viewing experience when you have a podcast. So for somebody, when they're driving to work, when they're driving back, when they are in the gym, they might listen to a podcast, get inspired. We talk about similar topics to in the main channel. It's all under this brand purpose. Also gives the ability for us to network personally with amazing guests, with the potential to put them on our platform. Now, we used to put them on the main channel. They didn't perform there. But where they do perform is on a podcast channel. And that you have to build that channel separately because people go to that channel to watch podcasts. Whereas when a podcast comes out, when you're expecting education on the main channel, you think, well, I don't want to watch that. I watch podcasts on a different channel. That's just how people are, that's just psychology, what people are wired to do. So in our podcast, it also gives us unlimited content because we can discuss current events, things people want to see me share my worldview on, to see if they relate to my worldview. It's all nurture. And you can also add in, people are tailored to listen to ads in podcasts, whereas in YouTube videos, they kill retention. YouTube videos, you talk subtly about your products and you let people take the next step because they're not idiots. If you like me, if you think I can teach you something, you're going to naturally look underneath the video and click a link and find out what I do and see if you think it can change your life. But in podcasts, people are tailored to listen to some ads. So you can have in there where you actually talk about your products and you have them pre-filmed and you put them in. But you want to have exactly the same brand purpose in podcast format, one time per week, where somebody can sit and spend an hour listening to you or 2 hours listening to you, and that counts as your watch time. What I'm going to break down for you now is the filming schedule. How does somebody with a business, somebody with not a lot of time, create a content empire like this, which is a decent amount of work? Well, what we do is we film Monday to Wednesday, and we have our videos done a week in advance. My 2 raw videos, my podcast I'm going to make this week, and my main channel for next week, which I believe will be the Columbia video, because we've already got that in the editing suite. And we're going to create this content. We're going to do it Monday to Wednesday. On that Sunday night, you sit down, you plan Monday to Wednesday, blocks of filming, probably like a couple hours for each day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, film both your raws on the same day. Your main channel video takes most of your time if you want to do a cinematic. It's a lot of editing, so we work on that. And then you've got your podcast where you either get a guest in and sit down, or you talk on certain topics and bring up current events like we did on the last podcast we just did. So we will film Monday to Wednesday. This now allows us to have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for living our life, building our business. Content is taken care of. Lead flow is taken care of. And we don't have to think about it again until the Sunday where we plan the vids. And you get to live a lot of life in between making videos rather than have videos just be your life. Because you don't want to be sitting inside every single day making videos, never living, because you have nothing to talk about. You have no experience. So that's our current YouTube schedule. And the videos go out on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. One bit I haven't mentioned yet, entertaining personality. There's an arrow across here under the brand purpose. The more entertaining your personality can be, the more people will watch your videos, even if you just talk. The problem a lot of people have when they get into content is they say things on a channel, but people don't listen because they're bored out of their mind. They don't want to watch it because you're not activating a part of their brain that makes them feel inspired and motivated. So this is really one of our key pillars. Jack, when you make a fucking video, make sure you're entertaining, you little bugger. Otherwise, there's no point in making it. If I was just standing here talking like this, hey guys, yeah, running through my content, it's fucking boring. You don't want to watch it. But hopefully some of you are still watching now because I'm entertaining. Okay, so there you go. You've got YouTube broken down there. That's what we're doing on YouTube for this strategy. Let's go on to Instagram. Very, very different. YouTube is education, inspiration, entertainment, mixed together. It's where people go to your channel, they get up their watch time, and they're really going to bring in, that's where your clients are going to, a lot of your clients are going to be brought in from, because they're going to be inspired by you. You're going to have given them so much value. The aim of YouTube, give away so much value for free that someone cannot help but come into your program or buy something from your company because they just think, well, this guy's amazing. If he can give me all this for free, imagine if I paid him, got to sit down with him. Imagine if I was in his network with all he knows. How much money would he be able to make me then? That's what you want this to do, YouTube. Now, Instagram, very different funnel. A lot of people getting this wrong. I understand why. YouTube's difficult for you. You can't figure out how to talk on camera. You can't do long videos. You don't know how to put all of this together. You don't know how to film it. You don't know the equipment. You don't know how to get an editor. If you want to learn that, check out Icon Blueprint down below. We literally teach you my entire funnel. Instagram is based on status, lifestyle, virality, and inspiration for me. It is not based on education. Inspiration, yes. You can talk on camera. There's one of me running the other day, easy reel that I made, 30 seconds, me running, talking about why I'm running. I didn't get this far to only come this far, I think I said in the video. Inspiration, yes, but education, no. People aren't tailored to sit down and watch educational content and actually take it in on Instagram. So you shouldn't try to be the educator on Instagram. Your Instagram should feed people back into your YouTube. And this is a top of funnel. This is where you build your status. When somebody sits down and looks at your Instagram page, it should answer these 3 questions. Do I want to work with this guy? Does this guy look like someone I want to be friends with? And if you're a woman, if a woman's watching, do I want to fuck this guy or do I want to be in a relationship with this guy? That's what the Instagram should answer. That's the most important thing. It shouldn't really be educational. I should be able to get to know you and your personality here and be intrigued by your life, so I watch your YouTube. That's the goal of the Instagram. So for us, our YouTube strategy goes like this. Reels, 1 time per day, minimum. The more you can do, the better. The way to grow on Instagram is through Reels. You will not grow with posts, you will not grow with just stories. You have to be doing Reels and you have to be doing regularly. The more regularly you do this, the better you rank in the algorithm, the better your videos do. Instagram rewards you for being consistent. All of the platforms reward you for being consistent. So for me, my Instagram strategy, I want you to sit down on my Reels. I want you to watch one Jack Hopkins reel, and I want you to feel inspired, or I want you to feel motivated, or maybe I want you to feel like you'd like my lifestyle. And so my reels are broken down to lifestyle, vibe, controversy, inspiration, and personality focused. I want you to sit down and think, oh, Jack's a funny guy. I wonder what he actually does as a business. I'll watch his YouTube. I want you to think, wow, Jack knows how to live his life. I would happily learn from that guy. So a lot of my stuff, go through my Instagram now. It's lifestyle based. It either drives from our short form into a long form video using ManyChat. It has some level of controversy for views, for clicks. You have to be known by people, and it should inspire you. And it's all created with a vibe. My music that I like, not trending sounds. My music I like, what I believe, me living my life. How do we capture all of this? Well, I have a videographer, and I film every single day. You don't even want to see my camera. I get the iPhones with the most storage possible, and I film every single day. I get 5 to 10 videos and 20 to 50 photos of me in the gym, in the morning, in my office working, with girls, out on dates. I film absolutely everything, and then you can start putting it out. You put it with sounds, you put some captions on it. You want to build a vibe, you want to really say who you are here, and you want it to look good, your Instagram. So when people come onto it, they want to network with you. It's a big factor of Instagram. Like with my Instagram now, I can network with most high-level guys, and they can see the value that I can provide. Posts you can do about once a week. I'm not a big poster. Like, I don't really do many of the carousels. Maybe that's an issue. Maybe I should do more, because you can do promotion through carousels. You can have a pinned carousel post, go through it, 7 or 8 carousels that show your lifestyle and perfectly explain your business. So we should probably get one of those up. But I mostly use it for aesthetic, to design my Instagram homepage. A lot of my reels I take off my Instagram homepage because they don't look good. The thumbnail doesn't look good. And I take them all off, put them in reels where they grow, because the reels algorithm is separate to people that land on your homepage. They grow on there by themselves. And then you keep this aesthetic, which should, if you go onto my Instagram now, when you look at that, you should see these pillars. You should see that I've obviously got a masculine education, that I'm involved in a venture, and I have a freedom lifestyle. That's exactly what my Instagram should say to you as soon as you click on it. So the posts I use for aesthetic, carousels, I'll do another video breakdown of Instagram, how to build a high status Instagram. I'll make that video for you guys. This is just an overview. But I do about one of them per week, sometimes less. Stories. Stories are very, very important because all of these people that are watching your reels and following you from your reels where you're growing need something to nurture them. So then they start to watch your stories, and your stories are your daily TV show. The point of stories is to show you living the life you live, show you living with alignment with what you teach to other people and inspiring people. So they sit and watch that story every day, every single day. They watch your TV show. What's he doing today? What's he doing today? What's he teaching us today? You can give a little bit of education here, a little bit of inspiration. You want to talk to the camera on here, do Q&As, get to know your audience. What this is going to do is take those people that just watched a reel and followed you because it was cool. They're now going to get to know you. What you're also going to do on here is a couple of times a week, you're going to call to action. You're going to outline a pain point that you once had in your life, how you overcame it, and that you now have a system that helps other people do the same. The reason this works so well is because if people watch your stories for 100 days, 3 or 4 of those days, they're going to feel super fucking bad about where they're at. I think about every time I've bought something online, and I've spent probably $100,000 now in online programs, mentorships, masterminds. It's normally because I have a problem. I don't have problems every day, but on some days I have a real bad problem and I think, fuck, it's not working for me. I need some help with this. And this guy that I've been watching for the last 6 months, on that day he might have a promotion where he says, look, I can help you with this, this, and this. And I think in my head, yeah, that's what I fucking need today. And you come into the funnel. Very hard to do that if you're not on stories every day. You miss a lot of your audience when they're at a point where they want to buy, they need help. You miss them and someone else gets them if you don't post stories every day. So that's why that's super important. Your stories can be when you wake up, what you're eating, going to the gym, talking about a book you're reading, showing your system, showing your lifestyle, showing your clients, showing the interesting things you're doing, saying funny and controversial things on stories. And then you can save them so people can get to know you every time they come onto your page. So you can go through all of my highlights. So when you go onto my Instagram and you're interested in me, you can go through my products, Icon Blueprint or New Elite. You can go through my vacations I've been on. You can really get to know me. And that's important. That's why we save stories into highlights if they're good stories. And my Instagram schedule. So how do I manage all of this? I do daily content capture. Very, very important if you want to just make the millions of dollars you can make in this game. Why would you not do it? If you don't have a videographer, get a tripod, get the best iPhone with storage, film yourself in the gym, film yourself working, film yourself on client calls, film everything, start posting it at the end of every day. I still manage my own Instagram. I still make every one of my own reels because I like the content creation game. You can get someone to do this for you. It's probably better to do that. But for me, I love it. I want to do it. So at the end of each day, I'll sit down, what's my content for the day? What's my past content? How can I make that into a reel? Post that. What are my stories from the day? Post them. Okay, can show people my life. What's my call to action into my products? And a lot of this is done Thursday to Sunday. Monday to Wednesday is quite boring filming these videos that need to be done for the YouTube so people can be educated. I post every YouTube on my Instagram story. So people that have come from a reel of my lifestyle, see my story, click my YouTube, get to know me, start their way along this 7 hours of watch time, which leads them into the funnel where they see if the product aligns with them, where they book a call and they come through into our network or into the Icon Blueprint. That's how it will work for you too. And then so Thursday to Sunday is where we go and live. I go and live my life. I go and have fun. I go on trips. I go on dinners. I go out to places and I live my life Thursday to Sunday and I capture it all for Instagram and that becomes my funnel there. So that is a rundown. That's still a limited rundown. That's not a total rundown of everything we do and the strategies we have. We can go a lot deeper on this, on psychology, and definitely on Instagram, which I'll bring for you guys. But that is a rundown of how this business and how the content stuff works. Now, what you can do with all of this, if you have this, is you can retarget people with ads that have bought into this funnel but maybe left at one point. And you've got all the data for people that have ever followed you that you can now present an ad to, that have watched a certain amount of content. And this becomes your database. And this for us has generated millions of views, about $3 million. It is not a joke. And considering I love it, it's a pretty fucking awesome game to be in. So my next steps for you, if you haven't started, would be to start quite small. If you have a business already and you want to get into this, would be just start with 1 video a week on YouTube, 5 stories a day and a reel a day. Bang. And then once you've done that a few weeks, add in another YouTube vid. Get very clear on your brand purpose and bring it all together. Start showing your life. Founder-led brands are absolutely crushing. Kylie Jenner basically only had an Instagram and is known for being a hot girl. It's billionaire. Why? Because they can sell this vibe, this aesthetic through Instagram. Very, very fucking powerful for people coming into your programs. Now, if you have a business, you're doing over $10,000 a month, you have no idea about this, and you want me to help you build this strategy for your business, if you want to meet up with me, go to our content shoots, hang out with our guys, our 350 entrepreneurs around the world, get around the guys that are already doing this, get around the guys ahead of you, some of them doing $1 million a month. Go and check out the new Elite down below. It is our private brotherhood and mentorship with me for 1 year. If you are just beginning, you've never done this, 250,000 a month seems a million miles away as it did for me. You haven't made a single dollar online. Go and check out Icon Blueprint. It goes through the absolute basics on where to start building your first product, all the way through to 7-figure strategy. So no matter where you are, every single week I'm on coaching calls for 2 or 3 hours with the guys on their group coaching, helping them build their personal brands. But guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the video. Next week, I hope we can do the Colombia vid. That's what I think should be next week, because that is a fucking legendary video. Us going undercover with police in the dangerous favelas of Colombia. But guys, that's me on content. I'll see you on the next one. Wow!